Hey, hey, welcome to Bill's Backyard Garden. I'm Christina. So today I am filming a video of my backyard garden. I am actually going to break it up into two videos, not because it's, such a large garden, because it's not. I am actually in a small space here in California, Zone 9B, but I just have quite a few things and I'll probably be yapping a bit about them. So let's just break it up into two videos because I don't want it to be too long. Um, so I'll say that generally, every plant, tree, and herb that I grow serves at least one of three purposes, sometimes all three. And that would be culinary, medicinal, or spiritual. So, yeah, so let's get started. Here is my olive tree. This is a Koroneki, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, olive. Um, it's gorgeous. I love it. We have olives coming in. These olives are the kind that are best used for making olive oil. And I don't have enough for that yet. And I'm not quite prepared to be doing all of that. But so said all that to say, I don't know how much practical use I'll be getting from this tree right away, but I love it. And yeah, it's in my garden here. So, next to it is one of my bay laurel trees. I am very proud of this because I propagated it myself, and it wasn't an easy thing to do. It took me quite several tries. I was going to say quite a few, several, same difference. Yeah, it was not easy, but I finally got it to go, and I'm very excited about it because I really wanted this. They are not cheap in the nurseries. And yeah, I'll have to tell the story behind this later. But yeah, there's more to it. Anyway, next to that is my butterfly pea plant. It's my first time growing one of these, and so I'm excited to try this. I got one flower so far. I didn't harvest it. I should probably pluck it off. But yeah, that's my butterfly pea plant. And so next to it is one of my tea plants. Um, yeah, it's doing okay. I have another one that's, you know, that this one is doing much better than the other one, but the other one is, it's chugging along and I have high hopes for it. It'll be just fine, I'm sure. So that's my tea plant. And so next to this is a Hopi tobacco plant. I got these seeds. This is one of those spiritual plants I was telling you about. Um, I got these seeds from the freeheirloomseeds.org website. And so this is my first time growing something like this. And yeah, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting plant. So we'll see how that ends up, how that goes. All right, so next to it, we have our little spider plant here. Now, this look at this. All of these babies. I had to Google this because I was like, what is going on? But I found out that, this is it reproducing, if you will. And so once these grow little root nubs, I can cut them off and, propagate them. So that's what I am going to do at the appropriate time. I've already done one. I can show you that later at another time in another video. That's in the house. So these are three San Marzano starts that I need to hurry up and up pot. Here is a mango seedling, and then a little, uh, we'll call it a cutting, but it's not really a cutting. It broke off because the neighborhood cat came over here and couldn't hop the fence quick enough and knocked over all of my stuff and broke off like two of these cuttings. So I went ahead and put them, pieces, put them in soil, and yeah, I'm trying to root them. Here's the other one. And I actually think this has roots. They root, pretty. They're not that difficult to root, put it that way. So yeah. And then here is a key lime cutting. So that clearly, I can't see the roots, but it's grown new leaves, so I'm pretty sure it has roots there. And then here's the other tea plant I was telling you about. So yeah, so it has new growth coming in, but as you can see, it's pretty skimpy there. And then let's go down. So down here, we have some blue hyssop. And I actually got these seeds from Veggie Farming, Stacy over at Veggie Farming, like probably a couple seasons ago. And this is my first time actually growing it. So I'm very excited about it. Thank you. Um, here is some white yarrow. Here is some Tulsi, holy basil. Next to it, we have some Roma tomato starts that these were just, cuttings that I put in soil. I don't know if I'm going to regrow them. I need to get those San Marzanos in soil. Those are the ones I want to grow. Okay, this is extremely exciting. This is a pomelo um, cutting that I have propagated it, and these leaves that you see are new. This has rooted, and yeah, so this is, I'll show you its mommy tree. Look here. This is over my backyard fence. Look at that. Can you see those? There they are. Look at those. So yeah, so this baby came over the fence. Let's see. You can see where is it? Oh, it's right there. See that cutting? Boop. Came right over the fence there. We got a little snipper. And now we hopefully, oop, see, that's what I get. We hopefully will have our own pomelo tree. So yeah, yay. All right. Next over here are what I thought was three Roma tomatoes plants. I decided to only plant Roma tomatoes at first at the beginning of the season because I just wanted sauce tomatoes. I'd forgotten that I had San Marzano tomato seeds. If I remembered that, I would have planted those first. But yeah, so anyway, we have these, and turns out that only two of them are Roma. The other one is whatever this is. So yeah, um, we'll just call it a bonus plant. I am going to throw them in with the other tomatoes when I get ready to can them up for, sauces, etc. So there you go, the three Romas. All right, so over here, see, this is taking forever. We're still on the one side of the deck. So I have three green bell pepper plants. So here's the first one here. Um, yeah, we have a couple of peppers coming in here. And then this is a red bell pepper plant. I got lucky, was at one of the big box stores, and they had the Bonnie for $3.33. Well, this one had two plants in it, so I went ahead and picked it up. So yeah, so we got one coming in on this one, waiting for it to turn, and then we have some coming in over here. That's exciting. And here's the second of our three green bell pepper plants. All right, so over here we have our strawberry patch, if you will. One here in the little barrel, and then another here in this pot. And I'm not getting the harvest I got in I guess we could call it the year before last, because I didn't really didn't really tend to my garden very well last year. Last year was pretty busy. We didn't get a lot of gardening done, but yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully, this one looks pretty good now, and so hopefully it'll pick up. But so far, hmm, not so active. So we'll see. Okay, so next to this, we have one of our Japanese long cucumbers. I'm going to go ahead and let it end up trellising itself on the tree. There's actually two in here. Um, we'll see how that works out. That's probably, too many, but had an extra one and I didn't want to get rid of it and I didn't have anywhere else for it to go, so it's in here. So we'll see. All right, so here are my uh jib. Oh shoot, I'm not even gonna try it, but this is another um variety of a Japanese cucumber. I talked about it in one of my other videos, and I got one coming in here, and hopefully another one here. With these have only really been kind of giving me one at a time, and I'm not exactly sure what the deal is with that. Um, I'm trying to be patient, but I don't really. Yeah, I'm trying to be patient. I'll just put it that way. And we're not going to like pull it out or anything, but we would not be being completely honest if we didn't say we thought about it. But yeah, and this is another one, same type. We have another, again, just sort of getting kind of one at a time on here. Here's one there. And it's not that they're not flowering. Um, they're just not, being properly pollinated, I guess. Because I've hand pollinated some myself that didn't go. So, anyway, what are you going to do? Okay, so this is the third of my green bell pepper plants. It's pretty tall. Like, yeah, this is pretty tall. We got some coming in finally here. Peppers just grow so slowly. Um, okay, this is exciting. So this is one of my watermelon plants. There's one in this, 5-gallon cloth pot here, and I have yet to be successful in growing a watermelon. So a couple years ago, I went to visit my dad in Texas and Houston, or actually, to be precise, Missouri City. And we went and got watermelon, seeded watermelon from the grocery store. And so we saved the seeds. I brought them home, and I just planted them, you know, this season. So we got our first watermelon coming in. I have no idea what kind it is, what variety. I just know that when we ate it in the summer of 2024, it was delicious. So I'm looking forward to this, hopefully, fingers crossed. And there are no other, you know, pollinated flowers on this plant. So we just have the one. Um, so yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Now over here are two crimson sweet watermelon plants. And as you can see, we have one coming in. So that's exciting too. Again, I'm really hoping to get some kind of watermelon for the first time ever. I've tried continuously. It's like that bay leaf, you just keep at it until it finally works for you, hopefully one day. Um, so yeah, so that's what we have here. So out of two plants, we just have the one watermelon so far, but there's flowers, and then here's one. We'll see. I hand pollinated this one yesterday. It doesn't look any bigger, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so there's that. Exciting stuff for me anyway. All right, here's an orange bell pepper plant that I started in my AeroGarden, and that is pretty tall too, actually. It's almost, yeah, it's tall. Um, and so we have about five of those coming in over here. And this plant has a resident praying mantis. I don't see it right now, but it is in there. It's been living there for quite some time. So I let it be. Um, just consider it a protector of the plant because this baby went through a rough time in the beginning. It was getting eaten up by something. I don't know. But I moved it onto the deck because it wasn't on the deck first. And now it has a protector and it is thriving. So I look forward to my orange bell peppers. All right, this says sweet Italian gourmet pepper. I think it's probably like a Jimmy Nardello, but I'm calling this a rescue because I got it for 99 cents and it was, wasn't looking too good. We're going to see if we can bring it back. It's definitely grown since I bought it, but it's still, it looks, I don't know. We're going to see if we can bring it back. Let's just do that. We're going to speak positivity, speak life into it. Okay, down here, I have planted some Okinawa sweet potato roots that I got from my good sis Gigi Naturals Homestead. And now that I am looking at them, I probably shouldn't have buried the stem, but we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope that we get, you know, some slips out of there. So again, thank you, GG Naturals. Okay, over here we have some mashed potato squash seedlings. I am so excited about these. Again, veggie farming. Stacy inspired this this planting. I heard about them from her, and then I recently saw her video, which got me even more excited. So, our first frost date here isn't until November 15th. So, I hopefully should be good and should be able to get a harvest before the season is through from these. Okay, and down here, this is a butternut squash. Um, Oh, and I got my seeds from Botanical Interest for the mashed potato squash. So this is a butternut squash seedling. I need to figure out where I'm going to put this, and we'll see if we can make this happen too before the season is over. And then next to it are some seeds I recently sowed for acorn squash. Again, thank you, Gigi Naturals Homestead. Um, okay, so that's everything on the deck. My beautiful cherry plum tree, of course. Can't leave her out. All right, so step off, well, almost off. Here's D. D is my wonderful pomegranate tree, and we only have one this year, but that's fine. She gave us some last year, and they were wonderful. So, no pun intended. And so if she wants to take a break this year, she earned it. And then right next to D is Jenny, my Parfianca pomegranate tree, and she is loaded. And then last year, she didn't put off any fruits. So I guess they're taking turns because Jenny is kind of doing this year what Dee did last year. So that's Jenny. I look forward to those pomegranates. And then right here, this is Helen. Helen is my baby. I love her. She's the first fruit tree I ever bought. She's a Meyer lemon. She she's bouncing back, but she's never failed me. And I just say that because, again, last year was kind of rough. Wasn't able to really tend, I didn't really garden, and I wasn't able to tend to the things that I had very much. So we're all sort of bouncing back from that. But look at her. She's amazing. And she has two babies. I propagated some cuttings from Helen. So you'll see little Helen and baby Helen in the next video. But yeah, this is Helen. We love her. It's my girl. All right. And so then right next to Helen, and this will be the last piece on this video, um, is my elevated raised bed. First of all, look at this. So this, I got this for $40 online. One day I just happened to be looking, just looking for elevated raised beds, and this popped up. It was $39.99. Look, it has wheels on one end, the little shelf down there, this handle. Yeah, I was very pleased with this purchase. Considered myself very lucky to find that price at that time. But anyway, okay. Told you I was going to be yapping. All right, so this is Swiss chard. I'm going to end up thinning out, some of these, but we're just letting them go for now. And then over here we have russet potatoes. Um, we just planted two chitted potatoes, and the other one is coming up here, and then this one, was already like exploding when I put it in the ground. So you can see, when I put it in the soil, so you can see what's happening with it. And yeah, that's what we have here. Uh, so that's the first half of the backyard video. The backyard garden video, the backyard garden tour video. Good grief. Um, so yeah, we'll leave it there. This is long enough. And we'll be back with the second half. Like I said, I'm in a small space. I just have some things and then I, like to yap about them as, as one does. So, anyway, thank you for watching if you made it this far. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.